It was such a beautiful day. I mean, it's been so hot in Texas. Um, I came out today and it was just, I think it's like 74 degrees out here. I mean, it's awesome. Of course, it is like 9 a.m. Well, I brought you out here to enjoy my backyard with me and also to perhaps have some coffee. All right, man. First thing I got to tell you about, that's going to happen a lot out here. I got to show you this video. It's awesome. This is a video from the pawn shop where I work. Enjoy. Okay, so today we're going to talk about branding your band so that it's more accessible for people that you're trying to appeal to. I mean, just to say you're a rock band is so broad that nobody really understands what you are or who you are and what you're about. They don't know that they're gonna like your band at all. By saying you're a rock band, you put yourself in a huge pool of other bands. So I want to try to help you find out what your subgenre is. And when I talk about subgenres, if you're familiar with that term at all, you'll know that there's a lot of really, really crazy names out there. I mean, everybody knows emo, which is a subgenre of rock, right? Indie rock. So indulge them, tell them. It's got an indie sound, and it's a bit of screamo. I wear skinny pants. Just tell them you wear skinny pants, and that'll explain everything. Once you nail down your subgenre and what you sound like, right? You need to find your niche. You need to find your demographic. That's really important. A lot of bands don't take the time to explore their demographic, right? There's three major demographics, which are 13 to 18, 18 to 25, 25 to 35 or 40, I can't remember. But those are very broad demographics, right? Well, of course, there's millions of different kinds of people within those demographics, but that's step one. Are you trying to appeal to the younger crowd or the older crowd? Or maybe you don't even have to try. Maybe you just notice that a lot of 35-year-old women, cougars perhaps, come to your shows. And if that's the case, then you're letting the community decide what your demographic is. And if you have that luxury, then awesome. But most of us don't. Most of us just have a mixed group in there. But to get the maximum marketing potential out of your fan base, you're gonna have to nail down that demographic. You have to understand that you're not going to appeal to everyone. Everyone's not gonna care about your music, right? So coming to terms with that is a really good push in the right direction. If you're a band with a political view, maybe your band and your lyrics have a lot to do with legalizing marijuana, right? Or maybe you're not even a rock band. Maybe you're just one of those those atmosphere type bands that hold down a synthesizer note and then just let it drone on for 5 minutes, right? I mean, that album would sell awesome in a head shop, like the Gas Pipe or something like that. Thinking like that, thinking who's going to listen to this, who's going to get the maximum enjoyment out of my art, you've got to do that. It's part of the game. It's part of how we make money. A logo says a lot about your band, okay? And the one thing that really bothers me about logos is that some people use just the dumbest fonts. Like, someone would hand me a CD, I'll look at it, like the cover art, the font looks like shit. It looks like just electric shit, right? And it says malignant or cancer time or so, whatever it is. and you can't read the damn thing because they had to pick the dumbest font. Don't pick a font that nobody can read. I mean, seriously. Because if somebody sees a logo and they can't read it, then that name is not going to stick in their mind. Now, you don't have to put it in like, fuck, Christ. I was about to get stowed upon by some cows. And they're just running around. And no, I don't live in a pasture. I just my land happens to back up to one. The plain, short, simple version of it is use a font that makes sense, okay? Use a font that represents you as a band. Be creative with your logo and your branding, but just make it readable. It sounds simple, I know, but believe me, some people just screw the goose on that one. The key to successful marketing starts with you. It starts with your ability to understand your product, your CD, your music. If you can't understand or put your product in a specific niche, or if you can't tell somebody what your music may be influenced by, you're in a losing race, man. Wow. Cars. Come on. Is that a car or a fucking tractor? East Texas, baby. Is that a fucking plane? Man! This will be the last time I record outside. It's too noisy. I gotta wait for the fucking plane.